lead to what?
Disbelief. Not seeing the result you want.
Yes. So not believing in yourself is meaning you're not going to what?
Take action.
Perfect. Well done. Good job. What's some other ways you can self-sabotage?
Give up.
Yep. Why would we do that?
It's easy.
So you give up is the easy way out. Don't believe in ourselves. Yep, exactly. We take control of our internal language. Yeah. And that's part of our what? Condition. State. Internal language is part of your state. So you're not controlling your state, you're going to self-sabotage. What's some examples of self-sabotage? What happened out there?
When we were at the front and we took a foot off the gas and we got the last one because there were still in the shops and our whole team was on the boards. Took a foot off the gas and we lost.
Yeah.
Self-sabotage.
So you were focusing on what others were doing. You weren't focusing on getting the result. Oh, God, this is easy.
Especially as we had.
Could say you were worried about what other people will think.
We should have just took a board each.
You're in a team. You are in that event. You're in a team. So you've got to focus on the task at hand. You know, we've talked about it. Fill your cup up before you fill others up. Same thing. You're getting your task done. Then you look into your team.
Don't stop until you get the result. How else are you going to reprogram your conditioning? Some other examples of self-sabotage.
Tell yourself you can't do it before you've even done it.
Who here's done 140 push-ups before?
Yes.
Who here's done 140 push-ups before? Who here has done 140
Yes.
push-ups before?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't write it down, Chad.
I don't know, like if you're saying 140 like in a row or
Does it matter? Have you done 140 push-ups?
140, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Continual language. You've done it before.
You've probably done more.
I didn't say who's done 140 push-ups in a row. Your self-talk saw that straight away, which straight away went,
Generalise. Or maybe that was just sort a little bit.
So what's that up there? So you, that external info came in and you generalised it. You thought 140 in a row, so just 140. You didn't listen to the direct command. You just distorted it to suit your own reality. Alright, some other examples of self-sabotage.
Focusing on the scale and not the goal.
Spot on. Nice.
more. Anything else we took out of it?
Actually,
Sorry, I should have looked up.
Rob, do you remember the phone call we had before the last retreat?
Vividly.
Yeah?
Oh, even I found it here.
I was positive you were coming.
So was I.
And what happened?
I took myself out of it.
Massive self-sabotage. What was that? Was that a fear of
The unknown.
fear of the unknown?
Fear of doing 140 push-ups.
Fear of getting successful.
Fear
Fear
of
of
change.
Jinx.
So I think we got a good understanding of what self-sabotage is.
Yes. Yes.
Crickets. Yes?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Do we want to know how to change it?
Yes.
Yes.
What's that going to lead to if we get rid of self-sabotage?
Oh, happy days.
Results, eh?
Whole new world.
Definite belief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth learning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Definitely. So,
Let's start out of order, because this one's applicable to what we just did. Remember that success isn't black and white. We said to you, go out and do 140 push-ups. You all instantly went in a row. It's not black and white. We said do 140. We didn't even say do 140. We just kept pushing you. It's not black and white. It's just, we talked about it with comfort zones. You step out of your comfort zones at work. No, get yourself and move on. Success isn't black and white. Therefore, when you self-sabotage yourself, you can do it in so many different ways that it ends up destroying what you're at, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. Can you think of any way that black and white applied besides the push-up number?
So I missed it. Did you say about self-sabotage?
What did I say, guys?
That's self-sabotage is always black and white. For example, if they said do 140 push-ups, everyone assumed it was in a row, but really could have been in your whole life. Could have been.
Is everyone listening?
Yes.
Like, seriously?
So I say success isn't black and white.
Can you hear?
Oh, mate.
I can tune my sort of here. I prefer to sit if you can't hear.
Yeah.
You have to
Didn't realise that, mate.
We didn't know.
And no words to that.
No, I've got no ear. I hear the noise, but the whole I should have told us that.
Someone want to swap out? Come on, let's go, let's go.
Someone at the front. John or Jim.
Yeah, but whoever swaps, don't go and hide up the back. Come on.
That's a way of self-sabotaging right there. You knew you had something. All you had to do was speak up, and we would have solved that. You wouldn't have missed anything. You wouldn't have had to keep asking, "Can you say it again?" Don't get me wrong. You've done a good job sitting all the way back there and listening to what we've got to say. But that's a form of self-sabotage. You didn't want to speak up and say the issue that you had. If you did, you'd be here.
And what was the program that kept you up there and didn't get you back up here?
Well, basically, I'll just settle for that.
You're not worthy. You don't love yourself enough to say, I want this result, I need this result, I need to be up in front.
I demand this.
Just settling was key there. There's a lot of just settling out there. All of it.
Imagine functioning from I demand the result in all areas would be different. I demand my health, I demand love, I demand that, not to a point that you're going to be like, I give it to you strangled, but you demand it because you deserve it. And that's with anyone. If anyone doesn't, I know some people like with the learning that they're not getting and all that, ask questions, no grey areas. If you get a bit of a maybe, what happens? You get, what's the result? Maybe result. Yeah. So make sure you fucking, don't worry about it. Ask so many times. If someone says, oh, what the fuck are you asking questions? Tell them to shut the fuck up and then you just answer. That's it, simple.
Alright, so observe yourself. So if you're in a shit state, if you're feeling shit, do you just continue on in that pattern?
No.
No. Yeah, exactly. So check the thoughts that you're thinking, whether they are serving you, whether they are aligned with your goals, because that's probably what is affecting your state. So the more you actually observe your emotions, your thoughts, consistently, all day, every day, you're going to take better control of your internal world, which is going to reprogram your conditioning and end self-sabotage.
Stop being a perfectionist. How are you being a perfectionist as Bulldog empowerment coach?
I'm a bastard.
Needing everything to be perfect before doing it, waiting for the exact right moment when everything's perfect until you take action. There's never going to be a perfect moment. If you keep waiting for everything to fall in place before you take action, you're going to go nowhere. Because, you know, everything falling into place, that's the result. You've got to take action to get that result. That's something I've learned. Thanks, Steve.
That's all right. That's two.
Who else? Yes, sorry.
Not being a perfectionist, it seems like it's like a very fine line between that and really, you know, setting high goals and setting high standards.
But also, from being a perfectionist, you're going to keep focusing on what's wrong. You know, do we always have our...
Just gathering information. Just gathering
Preparing to prepare.
Yeah.
Think about your wheel. It's not going to be your life wheel, each category. If you're a perfectionist and you're trying to get everything perfect, you're just going to end up getting overwhelmed and, oh no, this isn't right, this isn't right. You're just going to get scattered.
Perfectionist does that, that's the result. And just creates everything around on top of the result.
Question: how do you get to be a perfectionist? You would have had to do it. You didn't start a perfectionist, did you?
It must be your fault. It's been what's programmed in you.
Just a question.
Quite often perfectionists need everything to be perfect to have a empowered state. How about having an empowering state despite your circumstances, despite your environment, despite your lack of results? Get in that empowered state anyway.
And why do you think perfectionists become perfectionists? How do they become perfectionists? Think about what we're teaching.
Because they like to stay in the comfort zone.
And keep them safe. Because they know it's not actually getting it. It's like, you know, it's like a fear of success. And you won't do it, and that's how you become a perfectionist. Remember, everything's got an intent. That's the reason why the boys are up there. There's an intention what you're doing. You're not just learning, you're learning something.
So are you saying that perfectionists will set a goal that they know they're not going to achieve, or they make it impossible to achieve?
What do you think? What do you feel?
You're right.
But do they ever achieve that?
Yes, you will.
They would.
You know, I smell popcorn.
That's the perfectionist. They always gotta wait for that perfect moment.
Got to lead us there
It
before.
just goes around and around in circles. So they're waiting for that.
It's all right. Sure, is that aliens?
I mean, go out and do that.
Yeah. It's all right.
So remember, what's the topic of what we're teaching? Is what we're teaching getting the result? No. No, it answers your question.
Okay, perfectionism. How about instead of instead of aiming for perfectionism, strive for excellence. So you got good, great, excellent, and perfect. And perfect just doesn't exist. There's no such thing as perfect. You know, just strive for excellence. That's what I say.
Does everyone understand that?
Yes. Okay, back to that wheel of life. 90% is about as far as you can go until you reset your goals again. Make them bigger.
That's basically what I took away from it as well. By looking at these, it kind of brought me to the 100% is never, you're never at 100%. You can always get better. if you get to that goal, you need to strive higher.
So if you think you're going to be perfect, you're not going to get it.
100% self-sabotage. Yep, I'm 100% good. Yep. Sweet, time to relax.
Good. Yeah, good point.
What happens when you relax? Take your foot off the pedal. Think beyond yourself. I know we just said fill your cup up before you fill others up.
You think you're worth.
going with it.
That's not putting yourself first. Dealing with other people's shit first.
Thinking of greater good, if I do this, how will this impact other people's lives? So you're not making it completely about yourself, it adds into our contribution a wee bit. Not a wee bit, adds into our contribution a lot. So you think beyond yourself and the immediate result. So thinking back to out there, a good example of that is some of you were off not counting the push-ups with the team, or you weren't looking around at the team. You still got to, yes, you got to focus on your task, but it was a team task. So you were an important cog in the wheel. You need to look outside as well. You think beyond yourself to achieve the goal that you've set yourself. In that case, the team goal. Tomorrow, volcano. Got some blank looks.
Yeah.
How cool is that? You don't normally say, like, you don't hear that much, I'm just going to climb a volcano. I'm just sitting there like, I've done it a few times. Oh, this one's cool.
Well, I just want to realign everyone to what we're actually talking about here.
Yeah, I think so.
How to stop self-sabotage. We're not asking you what thinking beyond yourself is. We're asking you how thinking beyond yourself is going to help you stop self-sabotage.
If you've got someone else that's depending on you to do that as well, you're going to put more effort in to do it. Yes. So,
Your why. So much of you put your family as your why. So if you start self-sabotaging your health, remember your why, your family. If you're going to be sick, think of the burden it's going to put on your family. Are you going to be a good role model for them?
no.
That's it. That's thinking beyond yourself. Still, you know, you're still filling up your own cup, but you're doing it for reasons beyond just you. Filling up your own cup so you can fill up another's cup. Not just filling up your own cup so you got your cup full and woo, my cup's full. Filling it up so you can fill up others.
I'll just interject. Did you guys decide last night that if one stands, all stands?
Yes.
How come no one pulled Matty up? I'm guessing that's what you just decided, given how many times you've done it in unison today, which is it's great. It's a good thing to do.
So was that self-sabotage?
Yes.
Name and use all self-sabotage. Because obviously you self-sabotage your agreement, being lazy, thinking about yourselves, and he was just self-sabotaging that he broke your agreement.
Right, when we're talking beyond yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason.
Do we just switch it in and out of being awake or having the light on, or do we, is it constantly on? It is constantly on. I'm just fucking scared this place catches on fire that you just wouldn't know, or that you fucking, that you'd be able to help someone else or you'd run out, right? Why do you think that happened? I think Matty's stuck in his head a little bit, feeling that he's a bit tired and he doesn't feel like it in the mood. When I remember I asked you that question, will you feel like it in the mood? Are you going to do it?
Yes, yes, yes.
About
My teacher this morning and on day one in the VIP day.
Breathing techniques.
Breathing techniques. Ways to increase your energy without having to jump around and do everything. It's a valuable tool sitting there for to stop the self-sabotage. 5's an easy one because we've already discussed it. Explore life. Constantly increase your options. What does that mean? Say that. Sorry? Yep. Explore life. Constantly increase your options.
How's that going to help you stop self-sabotage?
Add variety. Don't get stuck in the comfortable area. You're doing more new stuff.
Makes sense.
Can I give the guys a lesson as well?
Yeah.
If you can't hear, change your focus. Yeah, if you can't hear, especially if you're at the front and you can't hear, change your focus. What do you think that means?
Be somewhere you can.
We've been
Be somewhere where you can.
No, but you're all hearing it. What am I saying? Change your focus. If you can hear someone say something, you can go say, what was that? Or repeat back. Obviously you heard what they said, but you're in your head. So change your focus, not your hearing.
Presence. So, by exploring life, creating more options, it's going to keep us energized, excited about life, setting clear, precise goals so we have clarity on which direction to take. So often we just stop taking action because we're not certain on which action to take. So if you do your map properly, have the deep emotional connection to it, use everything that's been put in place to its highest capacity, you know, you're going to have that drive, you're going to have that passion, clarity to move forward in the direction that your soul is taking you.
Yeah, for those who couldn't hear it, path of least resistance.
I heard it.
Yeah. That's you, another day.
Yeah. Alright, so how are we going to implement this?
Stay awake for a start. What do you reckon?
Be in the right state.
Fuck
Yeah.
me.
Change your state when you know you have to. When you start talking to yourself, you go, I'm going to get out of that.
Goals.
Timing, success, timing, consistency.
Deep emotional connection to your goals.
Yeah.
Example being a health goal. I don't know how many times I've hit a health goal and never actually hit a health goal because I didn't have a deep enough emotional connection to it.
Exactly.
Self-sabotage was a lot stronger. I had a lot stronger emotional connection to drinking, eating shit, things like that. Instead of having, getting that vision, visualizing it day in, day out in my SP, and actually implementing all the tools that I needed to finish it. You know, breaking it down into sub goals like we've been taught with our map. You know, so I had all the tools. You know, I got no one to blame but myself.
Alright, so the deep emotional connection. How, out of 1 to 5, there's one in particular that's going to create that deep emotional connection.
Action.
Alright, I'm going to read them back, and you can tell me which one is going to create the deep emotional connection. Observe yourself. Remember that success isn't black or white. Stop being a perfectionist. Think beyond yourself. Explore life. Constantly increase your options. Which one out of those 5 is going to create your deep emotional connection?
For me, we think beyond myself was every my purpose to get down to someone else, like yourself. That's me.
All the fathers.
Exactly. Thank you.
Which level?
That's all the fathers.
Exactly. So many of you say my internal driver is my children.
Yeah.
So when you're self-sabotaging, you're letting them down.
Think about it. That's not really your driver. Because you're thinking about yourself. It's crazy giving into your weak, conditioning. It's up to now that you've done something. Then, you're only doing just enough. It's good.
Awesome. Drop them off. Yeah. Job done.